Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Serious Strategy Game and we're returning to Humankind, where we've just conquered the city of Hattusha up here on this little cliff. So that's very thematic because of course all of our cities so far are perched on cliffs. So yeah, let's see. And let's see what we're going to do. There is another army here down by the Mayans that we probably need to be aware of. I think it's probably going to land on our territory or something like that. So yeah, let's keep an eye on that. And there is an urgent affair though, and that is the first calendar here. Do we want to go for a solar one or a lunar one? It honestly doesn't seem to make that much of a difference, except for moving the science meter. Let's go for the solar one. I do like the science idea. This is of course very much thematically in line with what we're doing. And we might be getting our wonder next turn around. That would of course be very lovely indeed.
And discussion are not the pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinkers and movers who will touch every aspect of civilization.
Good, good, good. Okay, obviously I like to see both of these things. First of all, we did research a little bit, and that does mean if we're going to get one more star, we are going to fulfill our area ambition here. It is also going to take about 800 gold, which 10 turns or so, and science is probably going to take how much? Well, we could get fortifications in 6 turns, that would be lovely. Rhetoric, science per population, I like that. Conquest, mounted warfare, no. Well, I would very much like foreign outposts for the increased speed here. City camp, interpreters, all of that would be lovely. But it's going to take 17 turns, and if we can advance to the next area in 6 turns, that would obviously be kind of nice too. How are you guys looking? War resolution. Yeah, we can actually ask you to give up Hattusha, and that obviously would be kind of nice. Do we want to get this area up here too? I don't think so. So what we're going to do with Hattusha is we're going to attach this area, and that area. And I kind of like the idea if the Huns are going to get into conflict with the Mayans potentially. Question is this incredibly good terrain here or something? Well, there is the river, and we've got a couple of river bonuses. There is some woodland marsh down there. It's not really that important, is it? No, we are going to get some science boost here too. Nice. Not entirely critical. But okay, so let's see. We can ask you to give Hattusha, but we cannot force that surrender. Because we do not have enough war support, right? Yeah. So that does mean we'll need to grab more war support from them before we can do anything like that. Okay, that's fine. What we need to do then is potentially try to attack them up here. Okay, there's another army that is apparently trying to advance either through this valley or they're going to come around there. Either way, I think it makes sense to shift our forces somewhat to the north. And that is, of course, exactly what we're going to do then. We're all in our territory, so that should be a-okay. Well, the question is, are we going to use some of our troops to be in the south? Well, I don't know. We're going to keep you there. What offer? No. We're not going to accept that. Can we reject it, actually? I certainly hope that we can reject it. Give Nesha. What is Nesha? This is Nesha. No, I don't want Nesha. Okay, guys, I actually do not want this. We are forcing them to surrender. All of their demands will be erased. Yeah, okay, we could get a lot of money, but I don't want that. I want Hattusha. Right, we'll see. Okay, so what are we going to do then here? I think fortifications are good. Get more territory, or get advancement to the next area. That I think is going to be super useful. Question is, do we want to build more of our specific districts before we get into that? Some money to be earned there. I mean, money is really mostly useful once you build it adjacent to things like this down here. But I think we can't build it here, can we? No, you've got one already, yeah. Couldn't we get Hattusha to build one if we were to get them to surrender somehow? Well, they don't really have luxury resources down there. They do have one over here, but it's only one, so it's really not that critical. How about Edgeworth? I think you guys haven't built anything, have you? No. There's something to be said about down here. Although we've got a harbour over there too, so... There's a little bit of a luxury resource there, but again, it's not critical. 18 gold is not bad. And it is adjacent to that. So a harbour would be getting per adjacent market quarter too. So usually we would really like to build it somehow down here so that it's adjacent to potentially another harbour that we could build. But that's all so far into the future. No, I don't think so. A little bit of faith, negative stability. No, I think we're going to be alright. Okay, no, let's do it like this. And then, right, how are we going to ask you to actually give us what we want or get lost? A decision is expected. Now, my decision is going to be cancel. I do not want to end the war. You have attacked us. Is it really that we can't do anything? You know what, guys? I'll need to check that out. So, as far as I can tell, there's no other way for us then to end this war and actually force them to surrender in a way that isn't exactly to our liking. So, that's a little bit unfortunate. I would have hoped that we can continue the war, then gain enough points to actually claim Hattusha. So that does actually mean that, sorry about that, that we cannot actually conclude a peace and grab Hattusha. We're just going to have to give that back to them. We can, however, get the other area up there. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So now we have this area up here, and that's lovely and such, but it's not really what I wanted. I really did want to grab Hattusha down there. Now, I think there's very little that we can do in terms of grabbing that in any reasonable amount of time. Let's wait these 2 turns. I really want to find out what will happen then. What else are you proposing? You know what, we're going to refuse that for now. We're not going to give you access to our luxuries, and I don't think you have any. So that should be okay-ish. Right, let's end the turn and see what's going to happen. We should get the wonder.
Impressive mausoleum. But I can't help wonder what sort of a sign it is when an empire spends more on the dead than the living.
Well, well, well. Great Barrier Reef has been found by another one, and we've got a demand received. Let's see about that in a moment. So, Cliff City, let's actually check on you guys. I want to check the city here. Right, look at that. Look at that beautiful exploitation here of all of these river tiles by the mausoleum. So that's really, really nice because it does give us quite a bit of structure here. And what we can potentially do then is grab more of these bonus things from rivers, which I think the next one is going to be potentially the artificial reservoirs. That is going to give us more food on rivers. Since we are controlling so many rivers now, I think that is a very fantastic choice to be making over here. Right, and we are going to get some more industrial people too. That's okay. What have we got in Edgeworth? Yeah, you also contributed to that, right? We are earning a little bit of food here, but it's not really that much. Can we build a shared district anywhere? Oh yeah, we can build 1 per territory. Okay, that's interesting. So right now you don't really need more stability, so I think it's alright. We don't really need this for now. We could do with some more money. That is certainly welcome. In about 4 turns, I think. Or even faster than that. Yeah, in about 4 turns we should be advancing to the next era. So that is pretty much our last chance here to actually grab that district. Question is, do we really need it? Do we want it? And it's adjacent to a bonus resource. It does cost us some stability, but it does give us some money, right? And it does give us some faith. You know what? Let's actually do build it. I do like the idea of getting a bit more of our special districts down. Right, that's good. And then we do have a couple of armies. Ooh, interestingly enough, there are some Mayans down there, and these Mayans do not actually seem to have any ground forces. So any hard ground forces. Melee units, that's what I meant to say. I'm not sure that they are alone down here, though. I am thinking that potentially you guys do. Why can I not advance you? Okay, can I advance you down there? You guys get over there, and then you attack. Just pile on them. I think they're probably going to have some melee units around. Ah, there we go. Well, they was trying to withdraw. That's fine. Let's see. That does give us some war support though, and you guys are actually... We do have a lot of war support. They are losing war support. That's very nice. And then what are you guys on about? You really want us to sign a treaty. Our war support is incredibly low. Their war support is pretty low too. We're going to refuse these demands.
There's just no way to make this work. I do not accept.
Are they going to declare war on us again? I'm really not sure. Right. Just look at it. I love it. I love it. Very nice thing there. So that is great. Great. Okay, they did withdraw something. Yes, yes, yes. Right. Okay, so Mayans. You've got another army up there, but I think we don't actually need to beat them. We could beat them, of course, if they are going to stick around. But let's see. Okay, they're going to come down there. We've got 2 more units down here now. Are you actually going to attack us? No, but we can attack them. Yeah, let's do a manual battle over here. That is looking kind of nice because we've got a lot of high ground here, which certainly I do like. Right, the archers should go there though. You guys are going to be fine. There is a high ground over there, which I dislike, obviously. But let's see. Let's end the deployment here. Okay, that's looking not too bad, actually. Right, so first of all, you guys do advance over there. You can then attack down there, and that's looking pretty good. You guys, yeah, you know what? We're actually going to shoot you first. Then we're going to attack down there. Yeah, fantastic. Good job there. Right, let's finish them off. Fantastic. You guys, again, I think are going to shoot these guys, or are you just going to focus on the melee unit? Now let's focus on the archers here first, because really they can be the most annoying, I find. And then you guys do attack down there. Since we've got the height advantage, I think that does make a lot of sense. Right, there we go. One of the units killed, one of them heavily damaged. You guys are going to flank there. No, you're going to go up there and then you're going to attack down there. Okay, that might be the harshest attack that we are going to suffer. But I suppose that is going to be alright because we should be able to withdraw you at the very least. Can you finish these guys off completely? Very likely you can. Let's try that. Yeah, good. Okay, in that case, we can now focus on their ground units, on their melee units. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Fantastic. You get down there, attack them in the valley. Yeah, they're gone. Nice. You attack them from the top there. That's good. And then you should be able to finish them off. How much strength have you guys got? You've got 22. We can potentially kill you, but it's really not guaranteed. We can withdraw. In that case, you'd probably attack the archer. I'm not too concerned about that though, so let's actually try to get these guys out. Then they can attack. Yeah, they're going to attack the archers. We're going to lose a lot of health on these archers, but hopefully, yeah, we can attack again. So you know what? You're actually going to finish them off. It's your honor. And that does distribute the damage a little bit because every unit can heal individually. That does reduce their... The city here is sort of ping-ponging it in its relations there. So they're now at pretty much 0 war support, or they're soon going to be, and that is nice. Good. Anything else? I don't think so. Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the relations here. So they are in our territory. They are considered in our territory, right? So can I air a grievance against you? Can I make a demand here? Cannot. That's a pity. I would have loved to claim Hattusha. Question is whether we should elevate one of these things here to a city then. Oh, we're going to see. Right, and we should actually grab our scouts here, I think, and actually try to get them on a... Ooh, look at that. There is something over there. I'm not sure whether we can actually grab that, but we're certainly going to try. Right. Another, yeah, as I said, close to victory. Lovely. What are you guys going to do? You're going to advance close into our territory. It's not very nice of you, is it? Right, that being said, let's try to follow that attack. Yeah, let's just get over there. Fine. Some offer here. Okay, you are offering peace. How about we grab this territory up here? Now we could found a city at Caos. That would leave us open for another city in Hattusha. It's not the greatest, but it would attach 2 territories. And we would have sort of this west little coastal plain here. I like that idea. It's going to give us horses too. Not going to give us much else. But I think horses are nice. So, which area is that then? Sucklot, whatever. Yeah, what area is this? Napata. Napata is actually a city. I guess we can't really grab that, right? No, we cannot. How about this area up here? This does have some obsidian, which is super useful. And it does have some copper, which is going to be extremely useful too, because some of the things that we would like to build do require a little bit more copper. We've built out this area here. Okay, let's check on that. What, Miriam? How about we grab these 2 territories and a little bit of money?
Your support, it is our rock in a storm.
Great. Oh, look at that. They do have another army up here. Good. I like that. Okay, so that does mean we now have the copper, I think, to actually build the... what is it? Charcoal kiln? Artisan workshop. Really? No. There was a charcoal kiln. Oh, I think it's a bonus from the fort, right? So let's actually check on Cliff City. Yeah. Yeah, it is, and we can build that now. Okay, fantastic. That is very lovely indeed. Where are you situated? You're situated over here. You've got a dual market quarter. That's not actually too bad, because there is a little bit of gold here, and it would sort of turn this into an incredibly wealthy region. Question is though, well, I mean, there's the river down here. That's not a bad territory. We've got the possibility to expand that sometime into these woods too. There's very little down here in the south except for the horses. And I think that's a good city placement. I would like to keep it, I think. How about this city placement? Again, on the river, not too bad. Yeah, these hills down here, I don't think they're going to do that much for us. So yeah, I think that's okay. This one is I'm struggling the most with. Because there's a great benefit to having these science tiles down here, and we're not really close to them. So what would happen if we actually relocated towards, let's say, over here? We'd still be getting that farmer quarter. We could build something down there too to get all of the rivers and such. I like that idea a little bit, I think. It would give us additional access to these tiles down here, and we could, let's say, build a maker's quarter. Gives us a little bit of access only. Not that much, really. How about we move even further down here? This is what? It's a farmer's quarter. Farmer's quarters really aren't that great. Move down here. Build a farmer's quarter there. Build a science one here. Yeah, that could be a good science area. We would be grabbing that, this, and that. But on the other hand, all of these rivers, I think they're good tiles. It's unfortunate that we can't grab the signs, but I'm going to go with that. Okay, fine. That does mean we can now think about attaching stuff. So first of all, we've got a bonus resource here. That is potentially lucrative. Are you well placed? Honestly, I think you're not. That's just dry grass, woodland, stone fields. To me, it looks like that territory should be rather up here in these mountains. That would sort of give you more adjacency bonuses, doesn't it? Especially this area up here. Have we got another harbour down here? Oh, we do. Interesting. If you were to move 2 to the left here, or let's say up there, a lot more industry. It's not a very meaningful area down here. Some strategic resources. Do like the obsidian. 2 more industry. 2% more industry is great. Okay, that being said, we are going to turn Klaus Borealis into a city. We are going to call it West Point, because why not? I like that idea. It is sort of located on the cliff here, and on that little plateau actually, so that's lovely indeed. Right, and then we're going to attach this to you for 24, and this for 200. That does give you quite a bit of industry. We are going to go for an expert policy and give you a lot of industry. That is nice indeed. And let's see what we can grab. I think the river tile, the river exploitation, the windmill, or the stone thing. So stone thing. How about the windmill or watermill? Watermill. There we go. 8. We can buy this out. Let's actually do that. Yeah, that does give us 7 more industry. And is going to shave a turn off this. So that's lovely. We can actually buy that out too. Let's do it. I think I want as much industry here as possible so we can spiral out of control a little bit better. Right. Again, flood irrigation seems lovely. Animal husbandry, that does give us, actually, for the first time, that does make some sense because we now have some horses. Granary, yeah, we're not going to use farmers. A little bit more influence is always useful. But potentially the best choice that we're going to have is to use more lumber yards. Yeah, get more industry via that way. I think that's the best thing that we can do immediately. Good. Right, what else do we have? We've got a couple of units moving around. Oh yeah, you just boarded a ship there. That's lovely. Good, good, good. I like it. Yeah, and then we'll need to see how we can exploit all of these areas down here. But it's nice to have a third city. We do have a city cap of 3, but that is going to go up at some point. And I think from the first time here we are at peace with everyone, right?
How can I help you?
Now the big question is, are the Mayans going to declare war on us immediately? I mean, their war support is pretty low, right? But are they? I think they are potentially one of the militarist. What's the Mayans like? They might declare war on us right away. Let's see. They're probably going to do something.
5 market quarters should provide you with a number of pragmatic answers.
We get some population there. That's lovely. We can ask for some grievance. Who's that?
Sovereign,
Crisis?
how can I help you?
They have a crisis point. They're trespassing.
A pleasure to see you again.
They have crisis. Okay, so we can ask about what these guys are doing in our lands. We've got scout riders here. Oh, look at that. The female model I actually never realized. Right, I don't think we should be overly aggressive against them, so we're not gonna be. That being said, a couple of our cities have built stuff. Yeah, you did build the artificial reservoir, and just look at how much food we are creating right now. That is fantastic to see. Good, good, good. I like it. Well, our stability is through the roof. We can build more market quarter stuff. That would give us a little bit more money. Money is obviously very nice. Food per farmers, again, not that useful. The charcoal kiln. How much would that give us? We've got a couple of maker quarters, but we don't have that many adjacency bonuses. So that would give us 4 industry. That would give us 7 industry and more worker slots. And that's great because we're using more food. So yeah, indeed I think we are going to use the artisan workshop. Useful. Money, again, not that great. There's very little money actually. More science on research quarters. that is going to give us like 6 more signs. It's not bad. And more signs per researcher. Let's go for the money thing. I think we do need it at some point. But that's probably going to be alright like that. And then Edgeworth, what did you build? Ah, yeah, you did build the obelisk down there. That's actually okay. Right, do we need another one of these districts? Can we attach the area up here? No, we can't. It's too expensive. For now, at least. This is actually being worked, so no concern there. I don't think this is very defensible terrain, so I think we're going to stick with our guys down here. So this might be plundered if we do keep it like that, but I still think that's probably the better idea than trying to build it up anyway else. Right, so you guys should... I mean, there's not that many rivers. What else can we be using? Well, I'm guessing the artisan quarters is just generally useful. There's so many people working in that field, so I think that is great. You are building a lumberyard, that's lovely too. Yeah, and I think after that, again, you are also going to use the artisan workshop because there's so many people working in that field. Maybe the pottery, and then into the artisan. You're not using copper here, are you? For the forge. Copper? No, and we don't have any maker quarters, so that's not useful for now. We're earning a little bit of food for 2 more people or so. That would increase the food kind of dramatically, but again, I think industry is always the better choice, in particular since we do need more industrial people here. So yeah, that's great. Good, okay. Right, let's move our armies up and about. So you guys are fine up there. So I'm thinking actually whether we are going to station you guys somewhere in this vicinity. By the way, what's your stability? Your stability is pretty low due to all of the attached stuff, right? So we do need to get this going at some point. Can we buy that out? No, we can't. Okay, let's actually go about like that then. Yeah, I think it does make some sense to build that early on. Right, okay, you 2 guys, you're going to station yourselves in that new city. You 4 guys are going to be stationed up over here somewhat centrally. That should also be okay, and that's lovely. Good. What other guys do we have? We've got the scouts over here. Who... Didn't we see something over here? Like a curiosity? Yeah, we did. Okay, but you would be sort of dying if we were to end our turn somewhere else, right? Are you moving? That would be fantastic. Interesting. Really interesting. Good. Okay, okay. Right. Anything else? Do we... I think this is all exploited, so we can't really use that. So that does mean that next time around, we can hit the button here, and then that should give us the signs to actually get... Well, we're going to get fortifications. That does mean we're going to unlock an area star. And that does mean we can advance to the next area.
Whether or not their soldiers are naked, they are armed and dangerous.
Celtics? Who? Who are the Celtics? Oh, we've met them. That's great. Okay, that's a new people there. Lovely. New religion. We've received word of new people. Great. That is very lovely, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into a lot of trade now. And that should hopefully be very nice for us, I think. Right, that being said... No, do we? No, I think we can actually advance to the next area here, can't we? Yeah, I think that's exactly what we should be doing. Right, so our merchant power is nice. And here's the thing, right. So if we advance to the next area, what that means is... Right now, we're using the Aksumites, right? And that does give us a bonus here because we are... getting some fame bonus multipliers. That's not important. The merchants are nice, but all of these things here, these unique traits, they carry over to the next term. So we would be keeping all of the bonus of the Aksumites, but we can be getting some other things too. Now, this time around, I actually looked at all of these guys, and there's so many nice ones. Like, but are we actually ever going to get alliances? Are we going to ransack that much? Are we actually going to use that many horsemen from the Mongol hordes here? I think not. I think this is not what we're going to go for. So I'm interested in either of two units, and that is either we're going to use the English, which does give us food per number of attached territories on a city outpost. So if that's 2 more people per city, it's not great, but it's okay. It does give us the Longbowmen, which I think are going to be extremely useful in our territory because they're so strong long distance units. And then the Stronghold itself is also extremely powerful. You can actually place that anywhere on the map, and it does work as a farmer's quarter. So that might mean that we can place it, let's say, somewhere over here, and it would be getting all of these farms here. And I think that would be kind of fantastic because well, it's just going to be such a powerful defensive maneuver there, which honestly would not be too bad. We could actually place something over here too. Oh, we'll need to defend this area anyway, I think. Yeah, they could come down here aggressively into these lowlands and ravage us on this city. So, you know, placing something down here and grabbing all of that food, like place it over here, grab a fantastic amount of food and have a strong defensive position. It sounds really, really nice, doesn't it? So, I think the English are a very strong contender. The other one that I'm thinking about, and that I'm actually thinking of settling on, is the Khmer, because A, they have a builder affiliation, and we like that. We are good builders. B, they do get bonus industry on Maker's Quarter. Yeah, that's lovely. It's not great, but it's super useful. And then they've got the Beret, and that is giving you bonus per adjacent river, which I think is great, and it does count as Maker's and Farmer Quarter. So, we are going to adopt the Khmer culture here. And that is what we're going to do. Right, fantastic. I like that. So, that being said, okay, you're not research. Let's set that up too. I think I would like foreign outposts because we could trade a little bit more efficiently, and that is useful. But then again, it's not the most important thing. Attach outpost costs is nice, I guess. But really not that useful. Mounted warfare, neither that important either. I do like the idea of war summons, so I think we should be trying to go the Imperial power path here. Yeah, let's try to research that. Right, that being said, I think now is a good place to put in a cut. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Do leave a like, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye-bye.